Hi everybody, this here is Billy Bob Buford, and I'm here to tell y'all about the dangers of lesbianism. I'm going to talk about the Bible's word on it, common everyday problems with it, and how to recover real easy from it. Now you just sit back and relax and let old Billy Bob talk at you for a minute. First off, the Lord's will. Now, this part, if you really want to understand it all, you need to get yourself a Bible. Now, it's important to get the right Bible so you don't end up with one of them evil ones from the wrong people. Now, go on down to the store and get yourself a King James Bible. That's a King James Bible. That's the only real Bible for God-fearing Christians to read. And you know it's the right one because it's written in English, not one of them other funny languages. Don't go getting one of them newfangled ones. And for mercy's sake, don't get a Catholic one. Because if you read a Catholic Bible, you go straight to hell. I don't want to see that happen to you. Now, if you open up your Bible to Romans, written by that St. Paul feller, you see this hymn. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Now, pay close attention to that natural use part there. Now, look, it don't take no rocket scientist to figure out that women have natural uses, and that don't include being unnatural with other women folk. Women are built the way they are, so they can have babies and make good Christians and have somebody take care of them when they get old. And those evil pillows there on your chest weren't put there just for men to gawk at. They're there for feeding babies, which just goes to show y'all that we was designed just perfectly. Now, don't go getting upset just because I talk about women having natural uses, because the same thing goes for men, too. Men need to go out and get jobs, then bring the money on home, and give the wife a little bit of it so she can go out and buy groceries and, maybe a nice pretty little dress once in a while. And that's just the natural way it is with men and women. Now, let's look at the next one here. And God bless them, saying, be fruitful and multiply. And then that's back in Genesis. Now, first off, we need to take a serious look at this. That part in the middle where it says be fruitful, now I think some people have been misinterpreting that in a big way. It don't mean none of that unnatural stuff. Okay, we already covered that, so I think you know what I mean. Now let me give y'all an example. If you need a light at night for like reading TV Guide or something like that, and you need to get yourself a lamp, and then you need to plug that lamp into one of them wall sockets, and that's how you get the light you need. And if you need light, it don't do you a bit of good to have only two plugs or only two sockets. Well, that don't make a lick of sense now, does it? That won't work at all. Well, it's just the same with men and women. To be fruitful in the right way, and to multiply, anyway, it's just kind of obvious you need a man and woman acting in natural ways to do what God wanted us to do. That's just all there is to it. You need a plug and socket. It's just scientifical that way. Now, just about anybody can tell you that having two women in the same house can make for some serious complications sometimes. Just imagine what happens sometimes when you got a woman and her mother-in-law together. Why, you don't want to be around sometimes, if they're having a spat over silly little things. Now, women being what they are, and that biological thing that happens to them every month, well, now, it's not your fault that sometimes things can get a little crazy. Now, can you imagine two women in the same house, and that's happening all over the place? That'd just be crazy. What if it happens at the same time for both of them? Can you just imagine living next door, hearing all that screaming and crying and people throwing plates at each other? Why you wouldn't want to be in the same county when that kind of thing happens. So that just don't work. Now, I don't want you feeling comfortable, like if you're a little bit shy, or, maybe your mama didn't explain things to you about your wifely duties and how men and women do special things together, like when you're married. Now, you don't need to go worrying your pretty little head about things like that. Just do what your husband tells you to do, and everything will work out just fine. Now, some people think you need to get all psychological and scientific about stuff like this, but that's just making things more complicated than they need to be. The fact is, there's only one thing you need to remember about all of this. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just stop doing it and go back to doing things natural, like, the way we talked about. Everything will work out just fine. Y'all take care. We'll talk at you next time.